Well, Melissa Silvers is the Associate Director of the Office of Government Affairs at the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops. The conference has been on the front lines fighting the administration's policies curtailing our religious freedoms, and they have organized the Fortnight for Freedom, which is set to start this Thursday. And Melissa, welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much. It's nice to be here.
Well, let's just start with the bishop's call for this 2 weeks, the Fortnight of Freedom. What is anticipated in this 2-week period of time?
Sure. Well, as you already noted, it's a period of prayer, of public action, and education. So, and contrary to some reports, we're not actually planning on having people arrested or having major rallies in that sense. But we do expect a lot of prayer support. We expect Bible studies. We expect a focus on the history of religious freedom in this country. We expect people to get together perhaps in small groups and discuss the history of religious freedom here and internationally. We do expect some peaceful rallies, some comment on what the threats are to religious freedom in this country. We expect some festivals, some music, some celebrations, some speakers coming in, those kinds of things. And a lot of our dioceses have responded really favorably so far. We have, I think, about 90 examples on our website.
Now, this is somewhat unprecedented for the Catholic bishops, the Conference of Bishops, to call this a nationwide focus on religious liberty. In fact, I mean, I can't recall seeing this in the past. I mean, they really perceive this as a serious threat.
Yes, I mean, it undermines a lot of our teachings. As you have already mentioned, the abortion, contraception, sterilization are directly in contrast to our teachings. So the HHS mandate is a big problem for us. There's other religious threats as well. There's immigration problems where you can't even give an immigrant in some states a glass of water or a blanket without asking for their papers first to know if they're legal or not. That's also contrary to our teachings. There's the example you're probably familiar with, our trafficking grant that was denied just last year because we wouldn't refer women and girls to have abortions.
Even though you were rated as the top organization for delivering these services in terms of helping these women who are being trafficked, simply because you would not refer to for abortion.
Exactly. It was very tragic. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with these women and girls. I just hope the pilgrims that did get the contract will be able to do well.
Now, this is not just an academic discussion, because if these organizations, and what we're talking about specifically are religious organizations, not the church per se, but the hospitals, the
universities,
the schools, the
small,
universities, there is no exclusion for them.
No, not
They
at this
will
point.
be forced to comply with this or face massive fines.
Correct. Yeah, we're very worried for our institutions. We're also worried for individuals that have a business they want to run in a Catholic ethic, or this doesn't have to be just Catholics. There are other organizations that are non-denominational, or perhaps they're Jewish or some other faith. Same thing, they want to run their organization in a way that's in compliance with their religious faith, and they're not going to be able to. They will have to provide what the government says, which in this case is contraception, sterilization, abortion. But as Governor Huckabee mentioned a few minutes ago, it could be anything in the future.
They either do that or they face fines, and we're talking about not insignificant fines.
Right, with thousands of dollars.
That is money that is charitable contributions going to these organizations to meet physical, social, spiritual needs in some cases.
Correct.
Being diverted into paying these government fines.
Correct.
It's hard to imagine how the government, it's almost as if the government's attempting to crowd out these nonprofits that are providing these fundamental services. But I don't want to get into that. I'll talk to some of the congressmen later about that. But I do want to ask you, from the vantage point of the Catholic bishops, the response that's coming in from the Protestant church in America, evangelicals, what kind of reception are you getting?
Yeah, well, so far it's a very ecumenical effort. I mean, our outreach obviously is primarily to Catholic dioceses across the country. The bishops have called for the diocese to have these individual actions. We've also reached out to a lot of our ecumenical friends, also interfaith, Jewish, Muslim, other faiths. There's a few specific actions we've asked people to do, like ring their bells if they have bells in their house of worship on the 4th of July at noon. Make statements together, hold rallies together. We're truly trying to make it an ecumenical effort, as a good faith effort. I protect your religious freedom, you protect mine.
Right. Now, this begins this coming Thursday.
Thursday, June 21st.
And will go through July the 4th, correct?
That's correct.
And where can people find out more about the specific aspects of the Fortnight for Freedom and ways that they can participate?
Sure, there's not a great organization outside of the Catholic Church at this point, so our website is fortnightforfreedom.org, and there you can go and there's prayers, there's examples of the different dioceses around the country, and anybody can go there and convert the resources that we provide and make them their own, we're very fine with that. But anybody, we encourage just to pray, to hold prayer groups in their family or in their church community. There's many options that we can help people think of from our website. I think you'd get a good idea of what kinds of things Christians can do, but also Jews or Muslims as well.
Fortnightforfreedom.org.
That's correct.
Fortnightforfreedom.org is the website, or you can go to frcaction.org, and we'll have some links there for you as well. But I would encourage each of you to find out a way that you can participate and be a part of this defense of religious freedom. Melissa, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course, my pleasure.
It's always good to partner with the Catholic bishops in standing up for religious freedom in this country. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.